Last time on the Game Men.
What the fuck?
You did it! You made it, Mason!
I hate myself.
You made it!
Commit to the jump, everybody. Okay.
No.
Uh,
You know why I didn't do that, Mason? Because I'm stupid. Are you ready, kids?
aye, aye, Crafton. I
can't
can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Whew. The
Only,
path.
only it looks more like as if we're fighting evil
path.
SpongeBob instead of playing as SpongeBob.
The past unmasked, not the path unmasked.
The path.
The path.
The path unmasked.
unmasked.
The path.
Oh boy, the path is unmasked.
If I could do a Daffy Duck impression, actually, I want to know how to do a whole bunch of the Looney Tunes
Ugh.
like voices.
Oh my god.
Those would be fun to learn. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hello. We're here.
And Crash is here. And Coco's here.
Cortex is here. And Cortex is here.
Everyone is here.
Crash for Smash.
I really do want that.
That would be so. I still think that
It
would
would be
so
so
cool.
sick. It'd be so good.
And now with this game, they give him like 1,000 like new abilities that they can
Yeah.
make into fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, he already had enough before, but now he's got even more stuff to choose from.
Oh, yeah.
What? Cheater. You went back in time to erase us from existence.
Yeah, isn't that cheating?
If he's
Okay.
gonna call cheater, I'm gonna call hacks.
Yeah, seriously. It's called using a save state to fucking cheat the game.
Cortex isn't. This isn't fair, Cortex. You're using an emulator. How dare you? This is unfair.
Fucking Cortex is a hacker.
Oh,
Whoop. Any bets on how many deaths it's gonna take for us to beat this?
I'm not gonna bet anything because I will lose money.
I definitely smashed and it didn't smash.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I think you just have to jump on it a couple of times. I don't know though, because
One smash does it.
a couple jumps does it too, which is what confused me.
Alright, cool. So that's that.
Now he's
it's
gonna
the
start
face
to
ones.
fuck shit up.
Oh, I jumped too early. What? I phased into the box.
This fight actually sort of reminds me.
It reminds us of me.
It reminds me, you know.
Baby Drake!
Time Wizard. I've actually been rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh. My God, the first season of that show. If you know how the game works, it's almost painful how it does not at all seem to know what it's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I played my card on the mountain field. That means it's increased by an amount of points.
Yeah, seriously.
What about?
This
enough-
many.
Yeah. Also, the hairstyles in that show, dude.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
That's a word for it.
Although it is interesting because there's a lot of like scenes and things that happen in the show, like in the early days of it,
Mhm.
that you can still tell it was like all like the cell animation, so it was like all hand drawn and painted.
Uh-huh.
And there's a certain charm to that style that you don't get anymore because of the digital animation and stuff.
I can understand that. That's a much more positive way to put it than when people are like, digital art isn't art because you drew it on a computer. Because I fucking hate that argument.
I hate that too. Digital art isn't art. What's it called again? Digital art.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It's like, look, by definition, art is literally like the drawing of a dog that I drew when I was like 4 years old. The one with two noses because I was just dumb and used to drawing cats instead of dogs. That was technically art.
Yeah.
Was it high art? No.
Yeah, was it high quality? Not particularly, but
But it's still
that's
art.
Not that's not the important. All right. Now oh, what the? Do you
Oh,
see what's? That broke my brain. I immediately didn't notice it's still What the fuck?
I held down the wrong trigger.
That's so weird. That's so weird. Oh fuck! I was like, jump, duck, jump, but it's
So is this
jump, duck, duck.
No, I'm not gonna make fun of the original Mulan movie. I was gonna ask if this is the reflection she was singing about, but then I realized that the live-action Mulan exists, and I feel bad making fun of the original one now.
Because there's an easier target.
If there's anyone out there that likes
Fuck.
the new live-action Mulan movie, unironically, I don't get it, but I'm glad you enjoy it.
I mean, hey, everyone has the right to enjoy the things that they like to enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
again, as long as you're not harming anyone with the things that you enjoy, then
Yeah.
that's cool.
Like, again, I like The Room. It's not good, but I like it.
Absolutely.
I don't like it for the reasons that Tommy Wiseau wanted people to like it for, but... Have you seen that movie?
Slide.
Cha-cha slide.
Alright, my brain's being broken by the upside down. Stranger Things is happening.
Yep. God, the fucking outline is what's fucking with me.
I've luckily been able to tune it out after the first part, but
No, every once in a while, which it wasn't there for very long, but every once in a while it was there, I would just suddenly notice it again. Cortex, you know what would be a good idea with the slow-mo mask? To slow us down.
hey, you would think, right? Oh fuck. Okay, well, oh damn it. Ah, I was doing so well.
You were.
I realize this is still only fucking halfway through the fight.
Right.
Because you're like, oh yeah, we're basically through like almost all the masks.
I misjudged that distance. And the yellow circle, like, I saw the yellow glow below it.
And you're like, yes, perfect.
And then I was like, wait, no, I'm on the other side of it. And by the time that the thought in my brain reached my hands, I had already used my hands to do the bad thing.
To do the damn it. To do the bad thing. I did a bad thing.
I went boom again.
I went boom. Ooh. You almost went a little too far
Yep.
there.
I almost did the bad thing, Mason.
Almost did the bad thing.
I totally thought I did the bad thing there.
It looked like you did.
Yeah,
We both can't do that one jump. What the fuck? We've both repeatedly died in that one spot.
yeah.
It is interesting that during that part, everything is in slow-mo except for you.
Yeah. Like,
Which
wouldn't
you
it
would
make more
think,
sense if
like-
you were in slow-mo but everything else moved the same speed?
Yes. Maybe they tried.
And don't tell me the masks can't do that.
If you can literally go back fucking 24 years in time.
Okay, that's what I thought was gonna happen last time.
Yeah, it's like if you can go back in time, freaking a long ass time, then I'm pretty sure you could manipulate the ability to slow down. Because like it
And he
slows
didn't
down
even-
enemies.
And he didn't even have to jump off a tall building like in Men in Black 3.
Oh, I walked this
Yeah.
way. I walked diagonally.
For the record, I actually like Men in Black 3. I think it's a good movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I don't think it's a bad movie.
A lot of people hated it for some reason.
I think I think it just falls under that, like, sequels are always and will always be compared to the original. There's
And,
no...
and admittedly, the first one is the best one.
Yes, absolutely. Without a doubt, that is the case.
I think the other two are pretty good movies anyway, though. I think they're fine sequels.
Yeah. Like,
The biggest problem I have with Men in Black 3 is that I don't fully buy that, what's his puss?
what's his puss?
Oh God, he played Thanos. Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin,
I don't
yeah,
fully believe that when he gets to be somewhat elderly, I don't believe that he would turn into Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh God.
That casting is really good, but I also don't believe that it lines up.
Yeah, no, I always find that weird when, well,
Okay.
the game, yeah, what?
It
Okay.
just gave that one to me right there.
Is it gonna be there again?
I guess so.
Oh, don't stand there.
Yeah. Tommy Lee Jones is one of those actors that, like, it's weird because he's one of those actors that in a movie, he could be cast as, like, the nicest person on the planet and you'd still think he'll beat the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I'm
like
down.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of a perfect comparison.
It really is. They're both kind of just those, like, literally for the past, like, 20-something years of them being in movies, they've looked roughly the exact same age, and they don't get older.
Yeah.
They're like...
Maybe they are the first people that will reach 200.
Yeah,
Who knows?
They're like Keanu Reeves, but the aging process stopped about 10 years later.
Yeah.
Because Keanu Reeves is like, oh, he's 50 now, but he looks like he's in his 30s.
He looks like early, maybe mid-30s.
Yeah. And he will probably continue looking like he's in his mid-30s as long as he's around, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the same, I feel like, with Tommy Lee Jones and Christopher Walken, except they had that happen when they were, like, in their 40s.
Yeah.
I forgot, this is literally, like, the final part.
Yeah, the final phase, I think.
Yeah, because you just hit his minions 4 times into him, and then you win.
I should have gone the opposite direction.
It's all in hindsight, right?
Yep, hindsight is 20/20. Thank God.
My hindsight is exactly like my vision, it's just as bad.
Now my foresight is even worse.
Oh, that's not where he spawned first last time. Oh, flip. Yes!
Wow.
We fucking did. What the fuck?
It's already over?
Yeah!
Yeah, you know, when I get hit in the head, it changes my facial expression dramatically each time.
Yeah. Wow. This 15 minutes!
Yeah.
Must have taken a hit to the old temporal lobe. But a fallen foe can only mean one thing. It came to blows, and I won! My new general's first order of business will be to dispose of you.
I mean,
And the cycle repeats
to a
itself.
degree, he kind of already did.
Yeah.
Because he beat him. so.
Yeah.
I like that this explains exactly why it failed.
Yeah. Yeah, I do find that interesting.
Explains a lot.
I didn't think we were gonna be.
I didn't either.
Looks like somebody needs a little time out. Somewhere he can't cause any trouble.
I'm sorry for the lack of commentary.
Yeah.
We're just kind of in disbelief.
Yeah, we're just baffled, really. Like, we didn't expect to get through the final world of all of this so fast.
I have expected for Cortex Castle to take 2 episodes. Just because of how hard it was. But, like, when I went through
That's
it
why when you were-
the first time, but...
I think it was like episode 20 or something. You were like, we've got like 8 episodes left.
No, I was estimating at like
I think
like,
you
at
said
a
like
high.
you said like I think you said you said like 6 to 8.
I was saying depending on like because if the levels we just did kicked the fuck out of us, it would have taken 8. Because they would have been 2 each, basically.
I
It
mean,
would have been
technically,
about
it
8.
was still basically, it was 1 level per episode.
Yeah.
It just happened to be only one level per episode,
Yeah,
and not
the way that we wanted it.
yeah. This is what I was hoping for, and what I was like, nah, we can totally do that. But like, kind of half thinking
Yeah.
like, oh, that won't happen.
Yeah,
5, 4,
This controller's upsetting.
3,
That's
2,
right.
1.
I do like this. I wonder if that means that this Tana will be in future games, though.
Oh,
yeah.
right. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
Ah. Freaking Mel Winkler. Rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah.
I think he technically died before the game came out, too.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Any marsupials, talking masks, dingo alligator hybrids, or evil science guys
Oh,
with
right.
shaped
Yeah, it's got
body or
this-
dead is purely
The
coincidental.
fucking...
You should not have played this game if you suffer from Wumpa allergy, crash rash, fear of alternate dimensions,
Oh.
fear of moving platforms, fear of still platforms, fear of sequels, fear of squishy noises,
Fear of
sequels.
sequels, fear of super science, fear of collecting things, fear of 90s nostalgia, inability to
Yeah,
comprehend
fear of
facts,
collecting things.
Fear of 90s nostalgia.
to pick a restaurant when someone asks you what
Goddamn.
you're hungry for, inability
Okay,
to
that one I have.
or a delicate tummy. For more
The-
information on
not being able to pick a restaurant when someone asks what I'm hungry for.
and shoe sizes, visit your local library or ask
Fucking
your grandma. I don't know
absolutely.
if she has any prior experience with bandicoots, but she's very wise, and I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. The makers of this game do not in any way endorse eating at Dingodyle's Diner, which has been known to cause dimensional discharge, intestinal rifts, wumpa whooping,
Man,
we
parasites,
did it.
slime boils,
Yeah.
random teleportation into darker timelines,
This is our
and
first
uncontrollable New England
completed
feedback
series
during
of the
important
like
business
new
meetings.
era of the game.
Any
Then.
unauthorized exhibition, distribution, or duplication
And
of
there's
this
more
game will result
coming.
in very
Oh,
bad
yeah.
feelings.
Oh, we
And
got
while
Maybe not of Crash 4,
No. This is
Yeah.
the finale.
unless God forbid they release like DLC levels, because I wouldn't mind playing that or something, but hopefully not.
Yeah, if they did another
Because
like,
there's already enough shit in the game.
yeah, don't freaking make us come back solely for the sake of like, oh, we made another slippery climb or stormy ascent was what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Slippery Climb's just the regular level. Stormy Ascent's the bad one. But yeah, I mean, if they did something like that, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. But
Yeah.
like, I don't expect anything like that. And again, I'd be fine just letting sleeping dogs lie.
Oh yeah.
Basil Exposition. It's the name of a pet.
Apparently.
An owl. And the Footman. And Stormageddon. These are some weird. Fritz Wolfgang Hollenbeck. What a fucking name.
I mean, it's a name, right?
Crash Insane Trilogy Cinematics by Vicarious Visions. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm stunned that
It's-
we're already done.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I'm blown away, really. I didn't expect us to just be done.
In and out.
Like, we finished the previous episode of Cortex Castle in just under 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It was, we started, 105 to 143. So, yeah, like 38 minutes. And this episode, at this exact moment we're currently at, is 20 minutes long. But we've already sat through like 4 minutes of credits.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's funny because this part should be like reserved for like, oh, the credits are going here. We'll talk about what our thoughts on the game. But
I mean,
one, we've had the entire series of videos. You know our thoughts on the game by now, I would hope. If
yeah.
not, we can make
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
the thing. We discussed this
Yeah.
before, but what we plan to do with each completed series is at some point we're going to compile clips throughout the entire series, and then we're going to do a kind of looking back
Yeah.
commentary type video.
yeah.
So at some point, we're going to actually sit down and do like basically almost like a podcast type situation where we discuss, hey, this is what our thoughts were throughout the series. This is kind of how we felt during these times and everything else. And I just think that'd be kind of a cool idea. And and we plan to do that for
every series that we do.
Completed series.
I'm saying, yeah, because we're not going to do it for everything that we do, because there's going to be one-offs.
Yeah. How did you feel about that 30 minutes where you played Pepsi Man?
All right, horses was an experience.
Yeah, just dumb shit like that. It's like, no, you'll get our reactions and everything in it,
but for like actual series that are like beginning to end of the game, we're gonna have sit downs and we're gonna chat a bit.
Yeah.
About our thoughts on the game, as well as our experience while playing it.
Exactly.
And even looking back, and I'm sure that I'm gonna look back at the series and be like, my God, we were like insufferably like horrible to the game during like the mid part of the series.
Absolutely. Like without a doubt.
Like it was still entertaining to me when watching it back, but yeah. I think it's because both of us were like in the midst of or had just finished playing the game.
Yeah. I think that was the thing.
And so it's just the residuals of us being like, I did this like 3 days ago.
Yeah. Well, because that was the thing is
last time my brain just did not connect my hands correctly to play this game.
Well, yeah, and that was the thing too is because our first recording session was the day after the game came out.
Yeah, and I hadn't played the game yet, which is why I played the first few episodes.
Yeah, because I streamed it the day the game came out. And so I played through the first, world, basically. Mm-hmm. And then we had you play through the first few levels. And then we both played through the entire game on our own. Me streaming it, you just doing it on your own. And then 3 weeks after the game came out, we had our second recording session. And then another, 2 weeks, or no, not 2 weeks, a fucking month went by.
Yeah.
Because we didn't record at all in November.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started on David's birthday. And then even after that, 2 weeks after that, pretty much, was today.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so...
And now the game's done.
And now the game's done. So what was that? The 2nd, the 24th, the 8th, and the 18th. So four recording sessions, about, I'm trying to even think, 15 hours? It's probably technically more than that.
It would have been a lot less if and obviously we wouldn't have thought to do it this way. But if we didn't try to show off as much of the game as we could in the first half and then just go, okay, we just gotta finish it now.
Yeah, we probably would have finished about maybe 4 or 5 episodes earlier.
Yeah.
If our whole goal from the beginning was just, we want to play the game. But we know not everybody is able to get a video game the moment it comes out or anything like that.
Yeah, so it was fun to just kind of showcase stuff.
Yeah. And, if we had the sanity to do so, we probably would have showcased a lot more.
Oh, yeah. The thing about me when it comes to making content, and I guess I'm talking about my own stuff, because I don't know what your take on it is.
Okay.
I guess we're going to discuss this, because
sure,
the credits are still going. Basically, if I'm playing a game, I want me to contribute to the content, and I want to showcase this game as well.
Agreed.
Because if I don't want to showcase the game, whether it be good or bad, I wouldn't be playing.
Very true.
I don't want to just play a game because, here's a game I can just throw on and exist in front of for a while.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't know how other people can do that. If you can, fucking more power to you, because I'm very picky about games. I've been burned by a lot of them, so.
Yeah, I can completely understand that. It's probably why I don't really play too many games just on my own, unless I'm, streaming them.
Well, I think Spider-Man, the PS4 one, was out for 2 weeks or so before I got it.
Yeah, Miles Morales?
No, the original.
Oh, the original. Oh, I got that day one.
The original one, when it came out, for one, I'd barely seen any of the marketing for it because I was like, I don't know if it'll be that good, but I'll wait for it to come out and see what happens. I trusted Insomniac, but I wanted to wait and see, you know. And then after I saw like a few videos online of people playing it, particularly Jacksepticeye, I saw like the first 2 videos that he put out of it, and I was like, I gotta get this game.
Yeah,
Because that's what I do, is I don't usually get a game like right when it comes out. Because there's always, you know, problems or whatever. And also, I don't always trust reviews.
Yeah, no, that's understandable, because you never really know which ones are like a paid thing and which ones are people like genuinely reviewing something
Yeah, because like I
with the
remember
viewer's intentions in mind.
Yeah, because I remember when Pokemon first came out, the new ones, Sword and Shield. How's that for dating the video? Just calling them the new ones, even though they're already over a year old.
Yeah.
But when they came out, there was a lot of negative stuff about them because of the stuff that wasn't in the game, which is a fair criticism. But if it doesn't affect the gameplay, that something isn't in the game, then it's not really a criticism. It's just something you didn't like, which is fine. You cannot like those things. Kind of like there's plenty of things in this game that I don't like that they aren't actually a problem with the game. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I got Pokemon when it first came out because I love Pokemon. But I think that's the only series I do that with.
Yeah, really. Because I mean, in relation to the Spider-Man ones, I obviously bought both of those games immediately when they came out because I'm a fucking slut for Spider-Man shit, I guess.
But, you know, basically, I think it comes down to the only reason that I will get a game like basically day of release is to not be spoiled.
I completely understand that because
And there's not
hate freaking being spoiled and shit.
and there's not a whole lot of games that I care about enough to not have it spoiled.
Yeah.
Like if they when they eventually released Persona 6, because they announced they were already making it when 5 came out. So I'm sure that'll come out in like 2030 because it's an Atlas title, and that's just how they work, which is fine. But I'm sure that when it comes out, I will probably pick that up day one if I have the system it's on.
Yeah. Because by that point, it'll probably be like a PS5 exclusive.
And to be fair, that fan base is actually really good at not spoiling stuff for people.
That's good.
The Xenoblade fans are also really good at it, actually.
Might be a lot of just those like RPG fandoms and stuff like that.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm talking because the credits are still going, partially.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how long the credits were, actually.
Game credits go on forever, especially when there's no music.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing, is like they have that whole like segment at the beginning that has like the funny commentary in the background and stuff like that, but that just ends, and then they don't, like, the other games have like the title theme or something playing in the background.
Yeah, they have something.
They have just some like the more known songs from the game. Like the Insane Trilogy has like the main theme playing in the background.
I kind of wish this game actually did something that the original Spyro trilogy did. They actually didn't do it in the Reignited trilogy, which is a shame. But in the original Spyro trilogy, all 3 games, the end credits, the camera would pan through like all of the levels.
Yeah,
or at least a few of like the key levels that were in this that were in the game.
Yeah, just like a shot of each
and
area.
since I mean it's a lot more open than other Crash games, at least visually, but it's still a corridor platformer. They could have done that, and that would have been fine.
Or like, you know, a lot of games do like a showcase of like concept art and stuff during their credits.
Yeah.
You know, like just like kind of along the sides, they'll like either scroll up or they'll just like kind of appear one after another.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like, if I were to make a game, I would do stuff like that. Hell, you could even just do like, even if it's like, if you have like behind the scenes photos of like the development process of like, oh, here's like the staff play testing a level for the first time, or
I actually know something that would be perfect. You know how in like, I don't know if they still do it because I don't think they do anymore. But like the older Pixar movies, in the credits they would have like outtakes of the characters doing stuff.
Yeah, because they'll do like the outtakes and then they'll like animate to the outtakes, or
sometimes they just
around.
make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that would actually do really good for Crash.
Yeah.
Because while Crash doesn't talk, this whole game, he's surrounded by people that do.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't fully buy that Crash doesn't talk. I just think people are used to him not talking.
Yeah. And at this point, I mean, again, every time they've tried, it got weird. So I think.
Have you seen the super secret ending after getting everything in this game? I've only looked it up because I'm not getting the ending.
I have not.
There's this narrator that like says what everyone went on to do afterwards, because that's like what happens after the completion of any of the Crash games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this like kind of deep, like kind of silky sort of voice, and at the end it pans around the microphone and it's Crash talking into a microphone. And I was like, I kind of love that.
That's actually really funny.
It reminds me of Wile E. Coyote in Looney Tunes, because he didn't have a voice for the longest time. Then when they gave him one, he had this like super sophisticated sound to him.
Yeah.
And it was really funny to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Crash is better compared to like Tasmanian Devil, but still.
Well, I mean, yeah. But yeah, no, wow, that person's name is Roman France. Wow.
Much love to you, Roman France. It's just your name is interesting.
I'm Italian French. Okay.
Some would say French Italian, but I'm more of the Italian than I am French.
Ian Gailey. Interesting way to spell Ian. I-A-I-N.
Ian.
Ian? I mean, it could be pronounced like Ian or something like that.
We're not trying to make fun of anyone.
No. I mean, I know a lot of people do dumb stuff like that while they're watching the credits.
Okay,
of the game. They're like, oh look, it's Mike Hawk, and just stuff like that. I mean, sometimes I do that as well. Because you got to entertain yourself when you're going through the credits.
Yeah,
like you can only.
That's what helps with the fact that
game.
we're actually sitting physically next to each other while the credits are going.
Now the second time I've sat through these credits.
I think the credits have how long have the credits been going?
15 minutes.
The credits have been going for as long as the fight took.
Mm-hmm.
The actual content of this episode is basically the credits.
The finale episode is 40% gameplay, 60% credits. The finale episode is just going to be called The Credits.
We faced our most challenging foe yet.
The
end credits.
The end credit. Oh my god, Paul Virgin.
Oh, did you hear that virgin is a word that's going to be banned on Twitch?
Yep.
If used as an insult.
No. Yeah.
They've clarified that if you use them as insults.
But basically, still even saying it, you have a chance that you could get flagged for it. So, yeah, virgin, simp, and incel. Which, of all of those, the only one of those that really has, like, a 100% derogatory meaning
is incel.
Is incel.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing about that word that is used in a positive light.
No.
People will jokingly say simp. People will call themselves simps.
Yep.
Most people who talk about virgins are not calling people who are actually virgins in an insulting way. Most of the time, they're making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
And again, it's
I got plenty of them virgin points.
Exactly. It's in a way that is Nolan Gross close.
I love that name.
But yeah, either way, it's like the only one of those were Schindeldecker. I keep getting distracted by names.
No, you're good.
But
That one caught me off too.
but yeah, I just
Wong.
yeah, but I don't understand why out of all the things that Twitch is doing right now, why they and that I saw somebody talk about this on TikTok too, because that announcement came out at the same time that the big thing that's happening on Twitch right now is the DMCA shutdowns and the potential law that's going to be passed, that's trying to be passed, where if you break DMCA, you can be fined and arrested for it.
Which I'm sure is going to die on the floor. But
That
still.
should. And if it doesn't,
Based on the history of those types of bills being proposed, I'd be surprised.
Well, yeah, I
it
mean,
makes
that was
it
the
through.
same thing with the whole the internet. Freaking what was not COPPA. It was before that, where it was just like
SOPA.
Yeah, right. They were just like shutting down, or they were going to basically like rule over all content made on the internet.
Pretty much, yeah.
basically.
Like if you
Like
put
the
up
FCC
anything that
or
you did
whatever
not
was-
100% own, it was considered
It would
a violation of copyright, which
Exactly.
is not how copyright law works.
exactly.
Like, copyright's an interesting and very confusing thing.
Yeah.
Because let's say Crash Bandicoot here, right? Activision owns Crash Bandicoot. If you draw a picture of Crash Bandicoot, you own that picture of Crash Bandicoot. You own the entire copyright to it. They own the character, though. And that's where copyright gets confusing. Yeah. The problem with that situation, though, is that if you don't actually, like, file a copyright of a piece of art, then it's not that it doesn't count. Basically, how copyright works is that if you create something, you have the copyright to it immediately. You just do. However, until it's registered, you can't defend it in a court of law.
Zarilla. Michelle Zarilla.
I've looked into this because I'm writing like a whole bunch of different types of stories and stuff, and I've looked into how publishing works and copyright and trademarks and stuff like that. And copyright law is very weird in that way, because again, you own anything that you made, just outright. But if you don't register it, then if someone takes it and uses
then
it in
they
some
do
way, you can't. In a court of law, you won't really have much of an
Hey,
argument.
look, Yuri
unfortunately.
Lowenthal.
Huh?
He was in the like special thanks section.
Cool.
Interesting.
He really is in everything. How dare he be so good at what he does?
Hey, we're almost to the end.
Yeah, I fucking love Yuri Lowenthal, honestly.
Yeah, no, he's
He's
pretty
fantastic.
good.
He's a super talented man. He's
What? There were
he's just
freaking
a really
dogs
good
that
dude.
died. That's what it just showed.
There's everyone's mugshot, including Crash and Coco up front. All right. Had to get one last thing of her just
Yeah, let's just show that one
her
last
outline
time.
in the void.
In the void, and then back to the boss fight room for a split second
Yeah.
too. It's like, wait, what? We won. Oh, hey, look, you're still here. Nope. Hey, fuck that.
The credits went for so long your Xbox tried to fall asleep.
Look at that. Back to the beginning.
Back to where it all began.
And we unlocked the Through the Ringer skin because we beat the game.
My favorite skin is still the one that you get for completing all of the tape levels with Coco.
Uh-huh.
But
No, that's not
it's the one with the cap. The one you were just on.
Oh,
the
this one.
below.
Oh, Ernal
Yeah.
flashback.
I think it looks nice.
I think I like a lot of the Coco ones. I just
It's
don't want
funny
to
that-
put the effort in to get them.
It's funny though because I've found I prefer all of her skins that have like shorter hair, and that's like 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
I think most of the skins look great. The balloon one's a bit odd.
Yeah, of the balloon ones, the Crash one's alright. The Coco one looks very weird. The rest are all generally fine all throughout.
By the way, since we didn't get to show it, in the tape levels, About halfway through them is after Crash already broke out, so you play as Coco.
Oh, interesting.
Coco gets immediately the hard levels, though, because you're like halfway through all of them.
Of course.
But she's the smart one, so that's okay.
Makes sense. And then I did forget that there were actually two solely for the PlayStation. There were timed exclusive skins for Crash and Coco. There were two for both Crash and Coco.
Mhm.
One of them was a robot skin that was different than that one, and the other was a caveman one for both Crash and Coco. But they were solely only on PlayStation, and they were timed exclusive. Or limited time, not timed exclusive. They were limited time available.
Yeah.
So now you can't get them at all, which is interesting. But yeah.
So I guess that'll do it.
Fuck.
This has been Crash Bandicoot 4.
Yeah.
It's about time.
And it's about time we wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching.
I hope you enjoyed the credits episode.
And this is Mason and Tyler of the Game Men signing off.
You guys have a fantastic day.
Later.
This feels good.
Yeah. Wow.
To say we actually finished